yeah, it's nice. It's a beautiful, almost perfect spring day out there. Temperatures will be right where we should be this time of year. A little bit of a chilly start. You need that jacket early in the morning, but you certainly don't need it during the afternoon. Right now we're at 48 degrees, one of those hours where you'll need that jacket. We're a little cloudy at the airport, but we're going to watch for that mix of sun and clouds to really thin out as we go through this afternoon, and we're going to see some afternoon sunshine. Right now we have winds coming in from the east at around 11 miles per hour. It's going to be breezy out there. Watch for those gusts up to around 20 miles per hour or so. And these gusty winds paired with our very dry air, we have another afternoon where you want to watch for increased fire weather danger all across North Georgia. Outside of that, not a whole lot happening on our live Viper radar. As we go through the rest of the day, we're going to stay mostly sunny. And as we go into this weekend, we're going to see this high pressure system just sit over North Georgia. Now, what does that mean for us? Sunny, dry conditions. And it's just going to park itself right over us through the rest of the weekend. So that's going to continue to give us sunny conditions over the next few days. Meanwhile, we do have a front that's stalled its way out just north of us. This high pressure system is blocking for us because we will be seeing some scattered showers across areas like Tennessee and into North Carolina. Here in North Georgia, we're going to stay dry and sunny. Now, as we go through the day today, very seasonal out there. We're looking for those afternoon highs in the lower to middle 70s, right around where we should be this time of year. A little breezy, but it'll be nice. As we move through the evening, once the sun sets, it's going to be a little chilly. That'll last through early tomorrow morning. So we will watch for those overnight lows to fall into the middle to upper 40s. It's just going to be another morning where you need that light springtime jacket during the morning hours, and you're shedding it by the afternoon. So we have a busy weekend around town locally and out in Augusta where we have the Masters happening this weekend. The good news is perfect weather for any sort of outdoor activities over the next few days. Low 70s today, upper 70s tomorrow. And as we make our way through the weekend, we see those temperatures climb all the way into the middle 80s. Then next week, as kids are going back to school from spring break, it's going to feel more like summertime as we watch for these afternoon highs to reach the upper 80s. Natalie?
Lauren, thank you. We've got...
Hey, David, that's right. I'm out just skating along on the Beltline near Piedmont Park. And yes, we've been dodging the raindrops. We've been pretty lucky. But as we go through the rest of the weekend, we're not only looking for a cool down, but we will be also looking for some showers and storms. So if you want to come out and skate like I am, don't mind me just going back and forth, hoping to not have the biggest blooper of my career. But if you want to come out and skate along the Beltline, my biggest suggestion would be maybe morning hours tomorrow. That's when the temperatures will be a bit cooler. We're looking for highs in the 80s, but we're not really looking for those storms until we go into the afternoon and evening hours. Now, Sunday, we're looking for more showers. Those temperatures will drop into the 70s. So we will see some big weather changes as we go through the weekend, but if you're anything like me, you're just going to be trying to find the dry spots here and there so you can still go out and play, bring out the rollerblades. And I've stayed on 2 feet so far, guys. Let's hope it stays that way through the rest of the evening. So we'll be back with you all weekend. I'll be here with you on Fox 5, keeping you up to date on the showers, and hopefully, whether or not I'll be in the emergency room. We are still expecting strong storms to move into Georgia. That's really what we need to be paying attention to locally. Before that line of storms approaches us, it's causing some damage off to the west. You can see just how long this line of storms is, and that's what's going to continue to move its way eastward. It's going all the way through northern portions of Louisiana, and it's now starting to push into Mississippi, still continuing through West Tennessee here. And this is where we've been seeing the most active weather and the most tornado warnings, but really all along this line, we're even starting to get some strong storms pushing just north of Jackson. This is the line of storms that we're going to continue to watch as it moves eastward. And as it moves eastward, all of this red, these are tornado watches. So I do expect this to eventually push its way into Georgia. Now, the good news for us is most of us were so cold today that we're not really expecting any sort of severe weather. Strong weather, sure, but maybe severe weather could be eaten up by our cold pool that's still in place. Now, that's not so true for some areas in western Georgia that did get a little warmer today. That warmth is going to help ignite these storms. So what we're really watching for, of course, is this line of storms. But to decide how strong this is going to be, temperatures play a large part in that. So that's what we're going to continue to monitor as we go through the rest of the evening hours and into tomorrow. The good news there is temperatures are going to continue continue to cool in some areas, but other areas we're going to see those temperatures actually rising a bit through the overnight hours. Right now, a live look over downtown Atlanta, and yes, this camera is working. It's just that foggy outside with those low-lying clouds, a little bit of mist and drizzle. Some areas even reporting some rain showers. 51 degrees right now. We have winds coming in from the southeast at around 10 miles per hour. Those winds are going to kick up. In fact, winds are going to be our biggest impact with this line of storms that's moving through. We're 1 degree warmer than we were just this time last night, but let's go ahead and take a look at these current temperatures. This is that cold pool that I was just talking about, and it does include portions of Atlanta. This cold pool is going to really start to eat at that storm system as it tries to approach. Now, areas off to the west where these temperatures are warmer, these are areas I'm really going to keep an eye out for. This is going to be Carrollton through Noonan into LaGrange. These areas that are in the 60s, that's going to mean you're going to watch for some stronger, maybe some severe storms as the system pushes through overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. Now, as we take a look at what we're going to continue to move through, we're going to just watch for that line of storms to move through quickly. Now, as it moves through quickly, that doesn't mean that we don't have to watch for the impacts. So this is going to be around 3 o'clock tomorrow morning. That line of showers and storms is approaching from the west and northwest. Rome is one of those areas that's a tad bit cooler, so maybe not so strong here. But as it moves eastward through Carrollton and LaGrange, we're going to watch for the possibility for some strong storms all across western Georgia. It moves its way through metro Atlanta tomorrow morning by around 4 or 5 o'clock, and then out of Georgia by 8, 9 o'clock. And then behind it, we're just going to look for some very spotty trailing rain showers. Midday, that cloud cover starts to move on out as well. So before we go to bed Sunday night, we're actually going to see some clear skies as we move our way into Monday, making way for a sunny Monday morning. Now, you can see where the heart of all of the severe weather really is lying, and that's going to be portions of Mississippi into Alabama and western Tennessee. And on the outskirts of this, we do still have some good alerts that have pushed their way into Georgia. And this has actually expanded its way eastward a bit. This level 3, this enhanced risk here, which does include portions of LaGrange here. We're going to continue to watch for some very strong storms here. I also think in this yellow area, that's a level 2 out of 5. I think we're going to watch for some strong storms here because these are going to be your warmer areas. Now, where we're green, that includes metro Atlanta. That's where we could see some strong storms, but we're not really expecting severe weather. Now, we dip into this tornado threat. The heart of that was to the west, of course, but we do still have a couple of low chances, possibilities for a tornado, maybe 1 or 2 to pop up. Again, western Georgia going to be our hot spot. When you take a look at our wind threat, that wind threat pushes its way a little bit further east, so that's what we're really going to continue to watch for, is going to be these very gusty winds while we're under a wind advisory from midnight tonight until noon tomorrow. These winds all across the state expected to gust anywhere from 35 to 45 miles per hour. In the meantime, overnight lows in the upper 40s to middle 50s. Tomorrow, we're going to see early highs in the upper 50s, but those temperatures are going to drop throughout the afternoon. So we start the morning in the upper 50s. We're in the 40s by the time you're heading out for your afternoon plans. We dry out Monday and Tuesday with another round of showers midweek. Those temperatures dropping into the 40s. You know, it's summer in the South. This is what we're here for, right? No, your face.
I mean, I'm from Atlanta, and it is hot, but we are reaching the temperatures of where it's even hotter for the people who are from here.
Yes, it is above average. Yes. And we are close to record-breaking highs also. So yes, Eric has a point. We saw a high of 96 degrees so far this afternoon. For some reference, our record high for the day is 101, last set in 1993. Our average high is 90. So we're between average and record-breaking this afternoon. We take a look at our live Viper radar. Not a whole lot happening here. We've stayed pretty dry. A bit of a mix of sun and clouds. 93 degrees as temperatures have cooled just a tad from our highs. We're at 46% relative humidity. It's a little dry out there, and we have light winds coming in from the northwest at around 8 miles per hour. But temperatures, that's going to be the big deal over the next few days. And we take a look at those current temperatures all across North Georgia. Most of us still in the 90s. We've cooled down to 89 degrees out in Carrollton, 88 up in Blairsville, but the vast majority of us sitting in the middle to upper 90s. And once we factor in that humidity, we'll take a look at what happens. We're in the upper 90s to triple digits across most areas. Eatonton is always our hot spot here. It feels like 104, but it also feels like 104 right now in Covington, 102 out in Rome, 100 in Athens, 99 in downtown Atlanta. Atlanta. So this is that heat you really want to pay attention to. So we have several high heat alerts in place all across the Midwest and into the East Coast, where you're seeing all of these orange and pink colors, and of course Georgia not being left out of that. As we zoom into North Georgia here, you can see some of the areas have heat advisories and high heat warnings in place through the rest of the afternoon today and then again tomorrow. So the areas in orange, that's going to be your heat advisory. This is where we're looking for those heat index values up to 106 to 108. And then as we go into Eatonton, always our hottest spot, this is upgraded a level into a high heat warning, where we're looking for those heat index values to reach close to 111 degrees as we go through the day tomorrow. So with all of this extreme heat, you really want to pay attention to yourself, your body, your neighbors, your pets. This is where we want to remind you to stay hydrated and seek that shelter and shade. You want to check on your elderly neighbors, no leaving children or pets in cars. Limit those strenuous outdoor activities during the hottest parts of the day. So these areas that aren't shaded, you still want to be aware here as well, because heat index values will still be in the triple digits all across North Georgia as we go through the next few days. We take a look at our sky cover through the rest of the evening, and we stay pretty clear. We could see a pop-up shower or storm in the far northern counties, but most of this will likely stay in Tennessee and into the Carolinas. We wake up tomorrow to sunny skies, warm temperatures, and then tomorrow afternoon we're looking for those very brief hit or miss showers. And as we move into the evening hours, that's where we could see a stronger pop-up storm as we move into tomorrow night. So we're going to watch for that. Right now, nothing severe expected, but we could see some heavier downpours, gusty winds, maybe some lightning and thunder after the sunset hours. Very isolated, but some of those storms could be a bit stronger. Overnight tonight, we're going to see those lows in the middle to upper 70s, a little warmer than the lows we're usually seeing this time of year in the lower 70s. But tomorrow afternoon, highs warmer even than what we saw today. Today we saw a high of 96 degrees. I think we make it to 97 in downtown Atlanta, surrounding areas in the upper 90s. We're looking at a high near 98 degrees tomorrow in Athens. As we go through the next few days, we still have more warming in store before we cool down a bit. So we're going to be in the upper 90s both Monday and Tuesday. Both of these days we're going to be mostly dry, but as we go into the afternoon hours, we're looking for a pop-up shower. As we go into the evening hours, we could see an isolated storm. Wednesday through the rest of the week, we're going to see a couple of fronts push through. The good news with the fronts, they're going to drop our temperatures little by little. The maybe not so good news with the front is they're going to bring longer and stronger chances for those storms. Those temperatures falling all the way into the 80s by next weekend. Eric?
All right, Lauren, thank you.